Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another video for you today in the Psychic Cup, and these are actually my battles, my very first battles in the Psychic Cup using some of the best Pokemon in the meta. We have Malamar, Galarian, Rapidash, and Victini. They're all amazing. I love all three of these Pokemon for this meta. This makes a great team. So anyway, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. We saw a really bad lead Gardevoir into Malamar. That's generally the only time you really necessarily have to switch out. Other than that, you could basically stay in for the most part. But yeah, we had to leave obviously because Charms would be chunking at Malamar, so we do save swap, and now we do have to win this matchup because if we don't, my Malamar is going to be on their Gardevoir, which is not what we want. So we're going to go ahead and definitely fight for switch. I love Galarian Rapidash in this meta. We do charge up to 2 body slams. We're going to be able to throw 1, get the final shield, and Galarian Rapidash definitely going to win CMP. They actually didn't even have a V-Create ready to go, but even if they did, we would be able to win CMP and KO that. So we do have alignment. Now they're going to bring in their Gardevoir, and we're going to be able to bring in Victini. Now, I do charge up a little bit extra, 1 extra, and they actually managed to catch it. So really good catch by the opponent there. So this V-Create is going into the Clado. So what I'm going to do now is just charge up for another V-Create just in case I need it later, and I do bring in my Malamar. So Malamar, I'm just going to go ahead, take this attack, hoping that I could take it. I actually didn't know. It's going to be Shadow Ball. I can take it. So all we need is 2 foul plays. 1 foul play to KO this Clado, and the other one to KO that Gardevoir. So I didn't need that V-Create, obviously, but, you know, just in case I did charge up for it, and this foul play is going to be able to KO. So despite that really bad lead, Galarian Rapidash was able to flip switch, and we were able to take that. So great game to my opponent, well played to them. And we are going to go ahead and move into the next battle. Here we go, Malamar into another Gardevoir, so another really bad matchup. Again, got to go into that Galarian Rapidash. Definitely want to flip switch here. They're going to go ahead and switch out into Hoopa. Okay, really spicy. Really cool to see as well. We're going to be able to bait right now with the Body Slam. And unfortunately, they do not shield it. So now I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Mega Horn. Expecting the shield here, but guess what? They actually don't shield it, and we KO the Hoopa. Let's go. So that is really good for us, and now we can have the Victini on the Gardevoir. Although, to be fair, we're still taking a lot of damage from Charm, and we don't want to debuff ourselves quite yet, right? Because then we'll be taking even more damage from Charm. So we're going to go ahead and charge up a lot of energy. We're going to shield this one. They are getting pretty low. They do switch out into their own Victini. We're going to bring in Malamar. They're going to be able to throw an attack. We do have 2 V-Creates ready to go in the back. This is going to be a V-Create. We're going to go ahead and take that. And we are going to go ahead and, go ahead and charge up a lot of energy. Throw this foul play right now. Let's see if they want to shield. They do not want to shield. They're saving the shield for Gardevoir, which makes sense, or both shields. But the thing about this is that we're going to be able to get a shield with this foul play, and we have 2 V-Creates. So 1 to get the final shield, and the other 2 KO. As long as I survive this Charm, and I do because I do resist Charm. So we're going to be able to get off the next V-Create and KO, and that is going to be a great game. Very well played to my opponent there. But yeah, 2 Gardevoir leads. First 2 games, 2 Gardevoir leads. Very difficult, but we're going to be able to win them both. Alright, moving on, we have Malamar into Victini. Okay, pretty good matchup. I mean, V-Create still does a lot, and foul play will not KO. This is when I realized that foul play does not KO, or does not one-shot, which I guess I probably should have known, but, you know, I've never used these Pokemon before. They're going to charge up a lot of energy. I think I shield this one. I do. We could take a V-Create, but we shield that one and we go for the foul play. What you could do is wait for them to throw a V-Create and then throw the foul play so it would KO. That's probably the way to go, but I didn't do that. Again, these are my first battles, so it's okay. They're going to be able to throw another attack, and as I said, I do actually live it. I wasn't sure that I was going to live it. I have a rank 26 Malamar, so IVs I would say definitely matter. But we are barely able to win that, and they do win switch there. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Victini now. And I was thinking which one to bring in, and you know, I figured that I would bring in Victini just in case they threw, if they had another move. I actually don't remember if they had one. I don't think I was counting necessarily, so they may have had one. So I wanted to bring in that Victini just in case they threw a V-Create so we can resist it. But we actually do catch the foul play on Galarian Rapidash, which is okay. We're going for the farm down. We have Fairy Wind. I'm going to go ahead and shield this attack right now. And we're going for the farm down. Now, I actually throw the Mega Horn here. And the reason I do that is just in case, because again, I was pretty sure at the time they had a V-Create. If I'm wrong, so be it. And just in case they didn't bring in the Victini, I wanted to get off by attack into this Galarian Rapidash. They happen to have Galarian Rapidash. I wanted to get into the other Pokemon. But yeah, so perhaps a mistake, I don't know. I thought they were going to bring in the Victini, but again, just in case they didn't, I wanted to get off that Mega Horn. But that was probably a mistake there, because this is actually a close matchup. We're able to charge up to 2 V-Creates now, and we can go for them and KO their Galarian Rapidash. So we actually don't even need to, we only need 1. So Galarian Rapidash is a little squishy there. Not a little, it is really squishy. But good game, so definitely mistakes on my end, but we're still able to win it. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Another Shadow Gardevoir lead. We gotta leave into Galarian Rapidash, and they are staying in. Now, I throw Body Slam here because I was hoping to get to 2, but that Charm is gonna connect and KO me. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because they shield it. But I guess just in case they don't shield it, the way to go is Mega Horn. But it doesn't really matter because they shield it. Most of them are gonna shield. We bring in Victini. They bring in Malamar. So my switch time, of course, is not up, unfortunately. So I have to stay in. We're going to go ahead and take 1 foul play. It does do a lot of damage. And at this point, I'm trying to think how I could possibly win. But we're going to be able to go for this V-Create right now. And that will do a lot of damage. We're going to, I think, shield. We do shield it. Do I shield and switch out? I think I shield this and then switch out to my Malamar. I do. Because I really want to farm down. But Psycho Cut is really not doing anything to the Malamar. And they throw an attack, and of course I'm afraid of Hyper Beam, so I do go ahead and shield it. It's going to be a foul play though, really unfortunate for me. But they actually switch out into their Galarian Rapidash, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this foul play. They do shield it, which is really nice. We're going to go ahead and throw this before they can get to a Mega Horn. We can throw this Hyper Beam. Is this enough to KO? It is enough to KO. And we know they have a Malamar, but it's very low. They bring in Gardevoir. We're able to get to a foul play. Malamar beats Gardevoir, confirmed. So this is going to KO. Gardevoir is really squishy. It really can't take hits. And then we switch into our Victini and go for the V-Create that we have ready to go. And this is going to KO the Malamar. And that is going to be a great game to my opponent. Very well played to them. But we're able to overcome that despite a really, really bad situation for us. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Malamar into Slowpoke. So that's 3 Shadow Gardevoir leads we beat. Okay, Slowpoke, very cool. And it does have Water Gun, which makes sense. You don't really need Confusion because everything is a Psychic type. So Confusion's really not doing much. So we're going to be able to throw a foul play here. Super effective damage. And I think they let this one go. No, they actually shield it. Okay, so they do shield it. We throw another one. They actually make a catch onto their own Malamar, which is a good catch. But, I mean, I'll take this into the Malamar, I guess. And then we're going to go ahead and switch into the Rapidash right now. Going to go ahead and go for the Body Slam, hoping that this KOs. It actually doesn't KO. I don't know why it may have KO'd, but it actually doesn't KO. By the way, they are mowing the lawn outside, so if you hear a lot of noise, that's probably where it's coming from. Either way, we shield that, so that's a good shield because that is a Hyper Beam. And that would have done a lot. In comes Galarian Slowking, which I actually do think is good for this meta, by the way, because it has Hex, so it's doing super effective damage to the Psychic type attack, Psychic type Pokemon. So I think it's really good. And we do Shield Bait successfully, and now we can go for the Mega Horn here. So Mega Horn's going to do quite a bit of damage. It's not going to KO anything. We want to get to a Body Slam. Unfortunately, we can't get to it unless we shield this. If we shield this, we can get to it, but I do let it go. Shadow Ball's going to KO us. We bring in Victini. They switch into their Water Gun Slowbro. I charge up to that V-Create and then switch out. We're going to go ahead and shield this one up. We just want to get to this foul play, and we're successfully able to get there. So foul play is going to get the Slowbro low. Is it going to be enough to KO? It's not going to be enough to KO. And they're going to be able to get off an attack. So basically what I need to do is quick attack down the Slowbro. And then go for a V-Create. But they actually throw the Psychic. Water Pulse would have KO'd me, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. That was a great play by them because they did not want to KO me. They wanted to get to a Water Pulse against my Victini. But luckily for us, they were still not able to do it, and we're going to be able to get to this V-Create and KO the Galarian Slowking. So, well played by them to throw the Psychic instead of the Water Pulse because they did not want to KO me. But we're going to be able to still win that. Good game. Moving on, Malamar into Victini. Okay, picking up a Victini lead, not too bad. They do switch out, though, into their own Malamar. I guess I could have left immediately. I probably should have left into the Galarian Rapidash. I don't know. Probably, right? But we're going to be able to throw this foul play. We're going to be able to throw another foul play. I believe that was CMP. They still don't shield this, so this is going to connect and get it low. And I take this, hoping it's a foul play. It's actually going to be a Hyper Beam, but it doesn't KO me. So now I'm going to switch into the Rapidash so I can Fairy Wind down. And we're going to be able to get ahead on energy, and Glowing Rapidash with its energy is very, very scary. In comes Victini. We're going to charge up a lot of energy, throwing on CMP. So we throw the Body Slam. We know we win CMP against Victini. They do go ahead and shield that. So we could go ahead and shield this as well. And it's going to be a V-Create. So it takes 5 quick attacks to get to a V-Create. So we're counting again. We're going to throw on CMP. And this, I mean, they're debuffed. So they're more likely to shield. That's what I thought. And they do go ahead and shield. So now I'm going to go ahead and shield. Now, they're debuffed again. They're significantly debuffed. So would a Body Slam KO? You know what? Maybe. But I wasn't sure. So I just go ahead and throw the Mega Horn. Yeah, Body Slam probably would have done it. I'm not too sure, but I wanted to be safe, you know. So in comes a Clado, beautiful shiny one as well. We're gonna go ahead and throw this Mega Horn, and it does do a lot. I make a mistake by trying to get to a. Actually, no, never mind. I do switch out. Yeah, that's right. I switch out into Malamar, but we still cannot make it to a foul play, unfortunately. So yeah, that's where the mistake came in. I should have went into Victini, I guess. But I was hoping I could make it, but unfortunately we were not able to make it. So we're going to be able to throw this V-Create, which will KO, and we're going to be able to take that game anyway. But that was actually a really close one. Thankfully, that Shadow Ball did not KO. So if we went straight into the Victini, it would have been a little bit better for us, but that's okay. Moving on, we have Malamar into Victini. Again, not bad, not bad. We're going to go ahead and throw the foul play. Again, you could wait for them to throw if you want, but the thing is, if they throw a V-Create, they're probably going to switch out right afterwards, and then you've already wasted a shield that took a lot of damage. That's why I've been throwing before they throw the V-Create. But they actually Focus Blast there, so I'm glad I shielded that. In comes Glowing Rapidash. I bring in my Victini. I saw the typing, and I was thinking Gardevoir. That's mainly what I'm afraid of, so I just went into Victini right away. But it wasn't Gardevoir, it was Rapidash, which I would say is probably a little bit more common. We're going to go ahead and shield this one up. This is going to be a Body Slam. That would be enough to KO us, and we can go for the V-Create. We're going to be able to get to a second one. Let's see if they shield this. I think they do. They do shield it. And we get to another one. And this is going to get the shield as well. And I'm lucky here because they actually throw a Body Slam, and I believe they could have Fairy Winded me down, Fonged me down. But luckily they don't, so now we could bring in Malamar. They bring in Victini. I'm going to go ahead and throw. Wasn't sure where Victini was in terms of energy, so I just want to get rid of it. And we do get rid of it, and we throw the foul play right now. Foul play is going to do some nice neutral damage to this Rapidash. Actually, it's going to KO. What am I talking about? In comes Bronzong, and we're going to be able to get to a foul play. So it's not going to KO, but it's going to do a lot of damage. Malamar absolutely going off, and now we can go into Rapidash. You know, they actually throw a Heavy Slam at me right now, and I wasn't expecting it, to be honest, so it KOs me, which is really unfortunate, but was still able to get off this foul play and KO that Bronzong, and that is going to be a great game to my opponent. Very well played to them. So yeah, great game. We're going to be able to move into the final battle of the video. Let's give it up for all my opponents. Really well played. Really bad matchup, of course, the Shadow Gardevoir. We're going to go ahead and leave into Rapidash, and my opponent actually stays in here, which is a good play. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Mega Horn. Last time I threw the Body Slam, but again, I might as well throw the Mega Horn. They're going to shield it regardless, but we might as well throw it. So the problem here is I can bring in Victini, but they can switch out, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. But they do bring in Clado, which is not good for me. So I'm going to charge up to 2 V-Creates. My switch time are not even close to being up. We go for the V-Create right now. And that will do a decent amount. We go for another V-Create. I really want to get out of here, but my Malamar is not going to be able to handle Gardevoir. They actually let it go. They bring in Gardevoir. They can farm. Yeah, and then we have Malamar. And as you see, I was going to surrender, but I was like, you know what? Let's not do it for the video. So they finished me off with Shadow Gardevoir. And that is going to be a great game to my opponent. Well played to them. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.